Word. Welcome again, people, to another episode of the Caribbean Fan Stand. The place for us fans to come and share our views on everything sports. You know, be biased about our teams, rabs other teams, you know, share our opinions on things we might have, seen or noticed during a game, or things you want to see in upcoming games, So, best up everybody. Thanks to everybody who is on the live now, who would jump in. Thank you in advance. Right, and to the people who will be watching this, after it is posted, we thank you also. Right? So, house cleaning time. Follow us if you haven't already. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. We have various content on both platforms. All geared towards putting a smile on your face while keeping you informed. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube page where you can catch the Word on the Street podcast. Currently, we have the latest episode that is doing some good numbers. We appreciate you for that. So continue running up the numbers, continue liking up the video, commenting, sharing your views, giving your feedback. The topics on the podcast this week, the war between TJ and Byron and Messiah. We also discuss a thirsty man who was robbed on Nelson's shoot. And we also dive into our take on the budget review, right? So you can check out that. Subscribe to the YouTube page, like, share. You can also get audio only versions of the podcast and the fan stand on Spotify and other major podcasting platforms, right? Nice. So big up everybody when you live right now. Big up Wendy Watson. Big up Cyan. You never tell me if you like the podcast, but hopefully you did and hopefully you subscribe. Versatile will seem, but you tell me you go touch me when I get back on the socials, boy. You never hit my boy. It map in your arm on the WhatsApp now, boy. Let me send back the rhythm for you and let me know what you think about it. Right? So big up everybody who in right now, and I'll try to hit up everybody as we go along. So let me get into the fan stand for this week now. Well, we go with the weekend roundup firstly. So we will start with the Champions League because Champions League was in the week last week. And we and obviously because that Monday we didn't get to touch on the Champions League yet. All I like my Champions League at. Although Chelsea in the Champions League, I still have my Champions League at. I thought that match a little bit with my Germany jersey. And the Germany jersey coming. Happy coincidence, it coming nice as international week. So tell me for like my little Champions League cap. I do really like to wear my caps. So only certain caps I like my, I don't know. I find my heart face does not good with the caps. With the caps normal. Right, so Champions League roundup. Man United. They were up 2-1, I believe, in that game, and they came and lost to Galatasaray, creating history. Galatasaray were the first win on English soil ever. So, thank you, Man United, for that. Arsenal also lost in the Champions League. They lost 2-1 to Lens. I don't know my French accent, so Lens. They lost 2-1 to Lens. Real Madrid and the goal machine that they call Jude Bellingham, they edged past Napoli 3-2. Bayern Munich, I believe they came from 1 goal behind to win against Copenhagen. Sevilla and PSV they drew 2-2, and Inter Milan edged past Benfica 1-0. That was on Tuesday gone. Empress Kells, big up yourself. Tell Blaze up down to me. Tell Blaze up down to me. I hope you're a fan, because this is the fan stand. I hope you know what team you support, Kells. I know you support Wood and shit. I know you support Wood is a fan of Wood. What team you support? Because on a Monday, only live we dealing with the Caribbean fan stand. Everything sports. Same Wood vibes, just we dealing with sports. Atletico Madrid on Wednesday. Atletico Madrid edge pass Feyenoord 3-2. Borussia Dortmund and AC Milan Jeju 0-0. I think that AC Milan second draw in our group. And Kells say back Barca. Alright. What are they doing so good? What are they doing good in the Champions League so far? Not so much in the La Liga. I mean, they're going to be up there in La Liga, no matter what, but you know. So big up all the Barca fans. The big shocker in the Champions League last week though. Newcastle, the kick out Paris Saint-Germain faced 4-1. Now, you see Mbappe too good to be so indisciplined, but that man don't run back for nothing, boy. Your team can't be under pressure in a away game and you not you run. And you know, if you didn't want to run back in a World Cup final, I think you go run back in a Champions League group stage game. Man City beat the Turin, RB Leipzig 3-1, that custom beating Leipzig. And Kells team Barcelona, they won 1-0 against FC Porto. Right, so that was the Champions League round up for the game match day 2 for the heavy hitters, of course. So let's get the groups before we move on. Let's see how the groups looking. Right, so Group A, Bayern on top with 6 points, Galatasaray second with 4 points, and at the bottom, Manchester United with 0 points after 2 games. The man is a talent, he nothing. Yeah, man, when I'm a team, whether you gonna play tennis or if you gonna play tennis, you only want to play when you have the ball. Mbappe and shipping as well. In Group B, Lens on top with a draw and a win. They're on 4 points. Arsenal second on 3 points. Sevilla, I think Sevilla fired the coach, if I'm not mistaken. Sevilla third on 2 points. PSG popping up that group on 1 point. Group C, Real Madrid on top 6 points. Napoli second. On 3 points. Braga also on 3 points. Union Berlin 0. Group D, Real Sociedad, they on top on goal difference with 4 points. Inter second on 4 points as well. Salzburg 3 and Benfica yet to get a point. Group E, Atletico Madrid on top. They and Lazio both have 4 points. Feyenoord on 3. Celtic 0. And this man going back Celtic, Brendan Rodgers. You know what, Celtic don't really do nothing in the Champions League, Right, but the group of death, Group F, Newcastle on top with 4 points. Paris Saint-Germain second with 3 points. Milan 2 points, back-to-back draws. And Dortmund with a loss and a draw on 1 point. So Newcastle looking good in that group. I think Newcastle, they're going to play back-to-back next 2 game weeks, and they're going to play Dortmund. If Dortmund keep up the form, the current form in the Champions League, that is, Newcastle will be nice in that group. Group G, Man City, first 6 points. RB Leipzig 3 points second. Young Boys and Sven both on 1 point. And same goal difference. FC Barcelona 6 points with Group H, leading Group H. Porto 3 points. Shakhtar Donetsk on 3 and Antwerp on 0 points. minus 6 goal difference. Alright, so that is the Champions League roundup for you all. Now we're moving on. But all you don't know, and if you didn't know, now you know. In the Europa League, we only looking at AK Athens because it's Europa League and Chelsea not in the Europa League. Chelsea not in Europe at all, so we don't really care about Europa League. If your team in Europa League, sorry for you. At least on the fans and you can go and check it out for yourself. AK Athens, they drew 1-0 at Ajax in Group B, match day 2. So let me see how Levi Garcia group looking, and that's the reason why we're looking at AK Athens. And Trinidadian is a starter in AK Athens. Group B, AK Athens, nice. They're on top of the group with 4 points. Marseille second with 2 points. Ajax also on 2 points, and Brighton at the bottom of the group on 1 point. So nice at the Europa League where the AK Athens roundup. Nice. So we're going on to the domestic leagues and the weekend roundup now. So as per usual, you will start with Germany. Again, outside of England. Sorry if you're not a Premier League fan, we only dealing with the heavy hitters in the different leagues, the different European leagues. Borussia Dortmund, they are an exciting game. Boy, I watch the highlights. Borussia Dortmund won 4-2 against Union Berlin. Schlotterbeck, a defender. The man scored a freaking Nico Schlotterbeck. Man scored a brilliant goal, boy. If you didn't see that goal, check out the highlights. A big RL best goal, boy. RB Leipzig, they drew 0-0 with Bochum. That was a real disappointing game for RB. They missed 2 penalties. The keeper saved 2 penalties in that game. Bochum keeper, I think he has 7 penalty saves in the Bundesliga, I believe, for various teams. Big up alum Gregory who joined the team. Gregory, who's your team, boy? What team you support? Alright, moving on. Right, now we have a new team to talk about in the fan stand for the Bundesliga. Stuttgart, boy. Stuttgart, they won 3-1 against Wolfsburg with a hat-trick coming from Serhu Guirassy, and the man is making history. He had a hat-trick in that game. He break a record. I think he break Lewandowski record. He has 13 goals, 13 goals in 7 games in the Bundesliga. The man is on fire, so you know other European teams will be looking at him in the next chance window if he keep up that pace. Yeah, so look out for Stuttgart, and I believe they're on top of the second or in the top 3 at least in Bundesliga. We go check out the table in a short while. But when you check out Guirassy, boy, that man is on fire, the hottest striker in Europe right now. Who else? Right, the hot team, Bayer Leverkusen, 3-0 against Cologne. They continue to lead the Bundesliga. Bayern Munich also won 3-0 against Freiburg. 2 deflected goals, but a brace from Kone nonetheless, and Leroy Sané with a goal. He had a goal disallowed as well. Kane with the assist on Sané goal. Yeah, so Bayern, they're keeping up the pace. They're just behind. So the table in Germany currently looks like Bayer Leverkusen first on 19 points. Sorry. Stuttgart, as I mentioned before, they second with 18 points, and Bayern Munich third on 17 points. Bayern Dortmund on fourth as well with 17 points, but Bayern have a better goal difference. Bayern, Dortmund, and Bayer Leverkusen, they are unbeaten still in the Bundesliga. Good night to Nubian Queen. Thanks for joining the fan stand. Nubian Queen, if you're a fan of any sports team or any sporting athlete, well, I think that's an oxymoron. Any athlete, hit me up in the comments and let me know what team you're back or what athlete is your favorite. So big up Nubian Queen in the live. Right, so we're moving on to Spain, the La Liga. All the La Liga fans. Again, we need the heavy hitters. So yeah, again the Jude Bellingham train continue. The goal machine that is Jude Bellingham right now. They say I see in a post they say Ancelotti planning for Jude Bellingham since 20 years ago, because I think he bring back the diamond we used to play with AC Milan all those years ago. Yes, I believe Jude Bellingham had a brace in that game. So Bayern came out 4-0 winners against Osasuna in the Santiago Bernabeu. Yeah, Bellingham with that brace. Vinicius come back to score one goal, and Joselu rounded off the scorers in that game. Moving on, Sevilla, as I mentioned, they fired the coach. They drew 2-2 with Rayo Vallecano. Atletico Madrid edge Real Sociedad 2-1. And Barcelona, they scrape. Because your team scrape as you with Granada. Granada was to win that game, but Barcelona get the draw. Big up you see that youth man? I keep talking about him every week, boy. You see that youth man? He's scoring the game. I think he's now the youngest scorer in La Liga. Now the Spanish boy, the 16-year-old, Lamine Yamal. Yeah, boy. I know he scored a little kind of fluke goal in that game, but still he's a baller nonetheless. He is a baller. Skip that to get. Yeah, Bellingham, boy. I like that guy. He's a fire. You can't like no real players here. Oh god. I like any energy, cause right, let me see the standings looking in La Liga. Real Madrid at top, I believe. Right? What nonsense is this I pull up here, boy? Let's see what's going on here. Trying to get the La Liga standings. This La Liga website playing mad. Right, yeah, so Real Madrid, as I said, on top with 14 points. Girona having a nice season. Although Real beat them last game week, they having a good season. They only lost one game. They on, what I say just now, on 14 points. No, that's the goal difference. Sorry, Real Madrid on 24 points. Girona on 22 points in second place. Barcelona in third on 21 points. And rounding up the top four is Atletico Madrid with 19 points. Atletico Madrid kind of hot and cold in this. And they kind of surprised because they're not accustomed scoring all them goals, but they kind of hot and cold in this season. Yeah, so that is La Liga for this week going into the international break. Moving on to Italy. Inter, they had a disappointing draw with Bologna. Inter was up 2-0 with about 15 minutes going in the game and come back and draw that game. That was a disappointing result for them. Juventus, they won 2-0 against Torino. Milan, boy, that was an exciting game, and I'll tell you why that's not. Milan, they won 1-0 against Girona. Now they, and AC keeper, that French boy, what is his name, boy? How is pronounce his name? Magnan. He got He got sent off in that game. Yeah, he got sent off in that game, and Giroud, the striker, put on the goalkeeper shirt. Yeah, the killer shaky, but he pulled off a big save late in the game. Throw his body, sacrifice his body. Can I get your head kick off? He sacrifice his body, make the stop, and then recover the ball, and they won the game. At AC celebrated. They put him as a goalkeeper on the website, and they also the printing Giroud number 9 goalkeeper jerseys. I don't know if it's for sale, but if it's for sale, all of that Chelsea man I feel like I want Giroud goalkeeper jersey. So that was exciting. Lazio they won 3-2 against Atalanta. I don't find Atalanta having a good season at all. Lazio ups and downs, hot and cold. Roma they kind of catching the leg now. They won 4-1 against Cagliari away from home. Lukaku getting a brace in that game. And the defending champions, boy, they also very hot and cold in the Serie A this season under the new coach. They fell 3-1 against Fiorentina, and Napoli was at home, my people. So Napoli in looking too positive starting of the season. So the table in Serie A is as follows going into the international break. AC Milan on 21 points. Inter Milan second on 19 points. Juventus on 17. They are Fiorentina who fourth on 17 points each. And the defending champions just outside the top 4, Napoli on 14 points. So Napoli has some work to do after the international break. So yeah, we're going to the big boys now. The Premier League. I find the Premier League kinda like it's half and half. Like the newly promoted teams in the Premier League are really weak this season. They're a big man thing. Although I've still rated the Premier League as the most competitive league. The like bottom 5 teams, like literally bottom 5 teams. But hopefully they'll catch the length. So on Saturday, Tottenham, after going a man down, a man behind in the first half, they came out 1-0 winners against Luton Town away from home. Chelsea found their scoring boots. Sterling had a brilliant game. The Chelsea won. We won 4-1 away to Burnley. We won the Turf Moor. I think we own Turf Moor. Chelsea are shares in Turf Moor. Everton, they won 3-0 against Bournemouth. And I believe Everton's last home win was against Bournemouth last season to ensure survival. So apparently like that, they like to play against them. Man U, boy, my God. Man U with a brace from McTominay. Both goals coming in injury time. They scraped a 2-1 win against struggling Brentford. Brentford in hard. Without Tony at the moment, they're struggling to repeat the form from last season. They started out the season decent, but then they're kind of fading away. Newcastle and Nottingham Forest played a 0-0 draw. And on Sunday, which I think was the most exciting game in the Premier League over the weekend, partially because the two teams can't keep the ball and they can't keep out people from scoring. Brighton and Liverpool, they drew 2-2 at Brighton. I'm trying to really remember Brighton, the name of Brighton Stadium, the Amex Stadium. Yeah. But both teams could have won it late. Gravenberg for Liverpool, he hit the bar. In a goal, in a tight angle, but you're supposed to score that. And João Pedro, boy, kick over the bar late in the game. not late, but I think in the last 10 minutes of the game. And yeah, they drew 2-2. Also drawing 2-2. Newcastle drew 2-2 at the London Stadium against West Ham. West Ham went up with a kind of, I don't want to say a fluke school, but a kind of poor tracking and marking from Newcastle. Then Newcastle came back and went up 2-1 and disappointingly gave up a goal to draw that game 2-2. Wolves on the back of beating Man City last week. They drew 2-2 with Aston Villa. Somehow I find Aston Villa playing good against the better teams or the bigger names, and when it comes to the lesser teams or the games that they expect them to win, they ain't really showing up. So yeah, and in the game of the week, or at least on paper, the game that everybody was looking forward to, especially in the Premier League, Arsenal, they literally edged Man City with a late fluke goal, 1-0. So we're going straight into the game of the week, because that's the game I have the game of the week, because that was the marquee matchup across Europe this weekend. As a spectacle, as a neutral, it was a disappointing game in my opinion. Not that it was a bad, either team was overly poor, but they didn't have plenty clear-cut chances. Both teams didn't really create much clear-cut chances. They kind of nullified each other's press and counter press, so they both had tactical. I guess that was good coaching. Well, the coaches probably had a good game, but in terms of for the viewers, it wasn't really a good game in my opinion. So they kind of nullified each other's press and counter press. Man City. I know they're missing Kevin De Bruyne, especially Haaland, especially missing Kevin De Bruyne. But excuse Rodri, boy, City not looking the same without Rodri. What do you share? Let them know what they think about that. All the Premier League fans, all the Man City fans, the 10 all in Trinidad. 14 of you all in Trinidad. Man City not looking the same without Rodri. Kovacic, in my opinion, should have been sent off in that game with 2 yellow card offenses. And I don't know why Pep, you spent 50 million on Calvin Phillips and you're free to play him. Yeah, and I think Stones, probably Stones wasn't fully fit, but Stones could have probably started in that because the asking Kovacic to play. Now people saying Kovacic is a flop and think Kovacic is a big player. You could see his performances for Chelsea, and also when he goes and links up with Modric and this next midfielder, I can't remember his name right now, for Croatia. Kovacic is a class player. He can't play for the teams Kovacic play for and not be good. But the City asking him to play a more defensive role, especially without Rodri, and that not really his game. Now he could get out, he had the work rate, but when he is the primary holding, he's the defensive, the midfielder who's supposed to be more defensive. I think they're asking too much of him. But yeah, so in my opinion, he should have been sent off in that game. Haaland absent. I have Arsenal fans going wild to say he was in Saliba pocket, and I can't really find that. We name Doku come on and was looking, didn't really make too much of an impression, but I think his pace and thing was missed in that game for large portions, right? Because City was real predictable without De Bruyne and Rodri. A mistake I think Pep made also. Saliba and Gabriel was roughing up Haaland. Haaland wasn't dropping deep for the ball. He was trying to fight up with them and that was having the way. The two of them against him. And Pep made the decision to take off Alvarez, who is probably a more informed, your most informed attacking player for the season so far, and leave on Haaland. I think he should have taken off Haaland and leave on Alvarez. Gain them a different something else in he not going to stay in the box and look to be no boxing match, no wrestling match with Saliba and Gabriel. I think that'll be a better move, a different dynamic to the game, but Pep is the coach, so who do I know? Yeah, and Arsenal, well, Saka didn't start. Gabriel, Jesus, he looked decent enough on the right hand side, and Ketia played the whole game. I don't know why they take off Trossard, because Trossard wasn't really getting much purchase out of Walker in the first half, but I think they could have, even if they bring on Havertz and pay him in the middle, which they did, they could have take off Nketiah, Havertz and Jesus could have be, switching or whatever. Because Nketiah had a horrible game in my opinion. Yeah, but Trossard came off at halftime. The keeper Raya had a horrible game. Them lucky they didn't get nothing for them shipping mistakes that Raya was making. And Arteta had the nerve to defend him in his press conference. Yeah, we name a good tactical move I find by Arteta. He started Jorginho, always not the most physical player, deep lying player. He's not a CDM. I don't know why people call him a CDM. He's a the tactical move to start Jorginho and bench Havertz and push up Rice. So Rice and Olegados playing like traditional eights, and Jorginho was more the deep lying player, and also he was there to help in playing from the back of that Jorginho role, even when Chelsea. So that was a good move because Declan Rice had a real good game, brilliant. I think he was outside of Saliba, who and Gabriel as well. I don't really like Gabriel, but he and Saliba had good games in the defense. But I think Declan Rice was the best player in that game. Or they could tell me for wrong. Nay, mommy, you're late. Where was? Where the excuse for being late? Yeah, who was in Arsenal? Yeah, that's all about the in terms of the players. I think that was the notable, players in terms of who had, notable game showings in that game. The goal came from a layoff from Havertz. Martinelli hit a shot. He was trying to curl it from on the left side onto to his right side, which would be the keeper left. But it came off a Ake face, a big deflection goal. I believe it. They would have said, I don't know if Martinelli get the goal, or they can let me know in the comments. But that was a fluke if anything. But and that being said, Arsenal fans, all they need to ration their passion. Arsenal fan now, I know it's something new for Ole beat City in about 7 years, 13 games. But it's not that, come on. My Wolves beat them last week. Man U in a up and down season last year beat them. And they beat them even under what his name is? Ole. I can't speak for last year for Chelsea, but under Tuchel we beat them like 4 or 5 times. So all this stuff getting like Man City so invincible, like all a big flukes goal. Only win one day in a game that Ole didn't even dominate. The game was pretty much even. And Arsenal fans getting like the winner, they win the Champions League, like yo, ration all the passion. Yes, I know Ole get over Man City, thing. But yeah, exactly, they're not accustomed to winning, boy. That it never see behavior with them, boy. So I want to know if Arsenal win a major trophy. If Arsenal win the Champions League or win the Premier League, they will burn down London. If all they get on so far, and on top of that, yes, all they win the game, but all they not even first, all they second to all their closest rivals, which is Tottenham. So all they celebrating being second to Tottenham. I just want to know. Arsenal fans rational up, and that's why I always end up memes, because they always, and I realize something with Arsenal, it is like Arsenal have no middle ground. They just go hard. Yeah, they will just beat up people in the road, boy. People go dead. Arsenal just go hard either way. If Arsenal had lost that game to a similar flukes goal on AFTV, it'll be Arteta out. They'll be bashing everybody. They'll bash every single player on the field. They don't have no middle ground, boy. All they win out, all they beat City, yes, okay. That is not, maybe for all year, okay, cool. Maybe for all year, it's a big thing, but it's not a big, it's not much of a big, not like City never lost in their life. Easy up. Arsenal fan reaching my chat. You see the game, you see what we do? Like, I'm not even a Man City fan. We reaching in my chat to boast for, to gloat for. That has nothing to do with me. My team may not rebuild. I can't even raps nobody really. Wally reaching them, and up to the day, memes coming out the day. Oh God. I say, boy, so when all they bottle the league again, people go be on here and all they go be begging for sympathy. Rational passion. I say they don't celebrate all they win, but it's not a Champions League final. All they didn't win the league yet. Relax on yourself. It's 1-0. It's a flukes goal, and all they didn't dominate the game. Right? So easy on yourself now, Arsenal fans. Take all your win, but easy on yourself. Right? So before we go, people are with us now. International week. These international breaks is upset me, because I find like, yo, as a team, like 3-4 games international break. You get back, I think 3-4 games international, like, yo. Yeah, my suggestion, I know FIFA now is not watching me. Let's share this suggestion to FIFA, right? How about you set like a midway point in the league, in the season, or even between now and the transfer window, between every transfer windows, a halfway point. So between August between August and December, you take a month or 3 weeks and you play all the international games in one shot. This don't make no sense, and they're not feasible for the players. But imagine all them South American players playing in Europe. They might have to take 12-hour flights and all kind of thing to go and to come, boy. They're not making no kind of sense in my opinion, boy. And men going to play who? It's not even no big game to talk about, boy. Let me see if I see any big game, any notable games. Nothing, boy. Tuesday, China playing Vietnam. Who cares? I play on Sky Bet. Well, no, bet on Sky Bet. Sorry, not on Sky Sports. My bad. Right. I still didn't see a big game up to Thursday. I didn't even see a big name. Friday the 13th. England playing Australia. Ray. Right, that's what they do with FIFA. Let's stop the domestic league for England to play Australia in a friendly. Fuck me up now, man. Saturday, Ivory Coast playing Morocco. America playing Germany. That's a big game for America. Nobody else. Right, but big hopefully my team Germany, my two teams under pressure now, Germany and Chelsea. Hopefully Germany after the disappointed reign of Hansi Flick, which everybody thought would be better. You know, we catch up yourself going into the Euros next year. Next year. Pickers won, big up yourself. Sunday, Mexico playing Ghana. Okay. Monday, Senegal, Cameroon. Actually, not even a big name to talk about, boy. Let them know if I miss anything, because this is the games I see in here. France playing Scotland next week. And Germany playing Mexico Wednesday the 18th. I'll interrupt the whole freaking domestic league for that stupid games. Right, so also in the NBA, I see the NBA preseason game starts. I didn't watch all the games. I only watch my team Warriors. They beat Lakers Kuminga had a good game. I think he had 24 points, 8 rebounds, 3 pointers scored. So big up all the Warriors fans or the big up all the Steph Curry fans. So the NBA season, I believe, is starting in about 2-3 weeks time, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, in about 2 weeks time the NBA season will be starting. So we'll be talking about some basketball in about in about 2 weeks time, one time. So heavily biased again. It's heavily biased towards Warriors, of course. But yeah, people, all the free again to all the new fans in the fan stand. Like Miguel Kells, feel free next week. I should have said that earlier. You could tap in and join the live and share your views. Your own. It's okay if you share it in the comments. I will read it all. But feel free to tap in and share your views about your team, about your rivals, anything. That's what the fans stand about. Instead of you watching them biased pundits like Gary Neville and all of them and others, we could be biased about our own team. At least we know we biased up front. We ain't pretending to be neutral. And you can get the fans' perspective. So feel free, people, to tap in the live, ask to join and come out and share your opinions. But like I say, also, if you're a little shy or the camera shy, share your comments and I will read it out. So yeah, people, that is it for this week in the fan stand. I started not to do next week. I'll think about it. Because this international week not really that exciting. But I might just come and just check him out there. And we could talk some other things, man. Not other things. Fan Monday, so the fan stand. Yeah. So until next week, right? Don't forget to follow the page, the Instagram, follow the TikTok. Like I say, if you want a good laugh, check out the TikTok. Different platforms, different type of content, all geared to put a smile on your face while keeping you informed. That is what Wood on the Street is about. That is what Wood is about. Wood is to let the people know what's going on and bring it across in a way that will keep you entertained. So follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, subscribe to the YouTube page, Wood on the Street. The episode that is trending now, doing some good numbers. Say we talk about TJ versus Byron Messiah War. A thirsty man want to meet a girl from a dating app on Nelson Street of all places. He gets stripped and robbed. The budget review, among other things, right? So go check out that on the YouTube page. Subscribe to the page, like up the video, share it to your friends and your enemies. And also you can get audio only versions of the Wood on the Street podcast and the fan stand on Spotify and other major podcasting platforms, right, people? So until next Sunday for the Wood on the Street podcast, and until next Monday for the Caribbean fan stand, my name is Tawa, aka Wood. Keep your ears on the ground and we go get the word out.